Welcome to the MLB trade deadline episode of the Princeton Playbook. This is Ep.3. We're going to cover our opinions on a couple of trades that have already happened and then discuss some of the players that we think will most likely be traded and see where we think they'll go and what teams should probably offer for them.
First off, let's talk about Josh Naylor. He already was traded for the Seattle Mariners for
That's
two
definitely the biggest one.
non-top 20 pitching prospects from Mariners.
I think that was almost, we don't want to pay him. We don't want the salary. Take him in a contract year, but I think they could have gone so much more as the Diamondbacks.
The Diamondbacks just sort of like sent us a signal that they will be selling but not rebuilding.
Yeah,
I think that's the stage they're at right now because let's not forget this team 2 years ago made the World Series. They have much of the same core still there.
very
Ketel Marte.
interesting World Series. Shouldn't have made it there, but you know,
Well, we can get into that, later if we have time. But for our purposes here, we can discuss, I mean, the Diamondbacks are obviously really talented, but they've got like pretty poor contracts going for them.
yeah, for sure. And it was needed to get him out of there, save money so you can maybe spend it next season and future seasons and give him to a contender because he's not helping you. But if I'm even the Phillies, say we needed a Josh Naylor type player, I would have given up so much more. Like I would have given up not a top prospect, but definitely a top 20 guy.
Right, but the thing with the Diamondbacks is that their focus was not to get guys back; it was to get rid of Naylor. I feel like
Yeah,
that's where it goes wrong there.
yeah,
But
I think
the
that's
fit with Seattle though is perfect. Left-handed bat, you need a left-handed bat. You need a first baseman.
yeah.
You're in
You want
contention for a division for a wild card spot. So I mean,
you want to give our your grades for this?
we might not even might not formally put this out, but it's probably an A+ for the Mariners and probably a C for the Diamondbacks in my book.
Yeah, definitely A+ for the Mariners by far. I think a C-, I guess, for the Diamondbacks. You got him out of there. You saved money, but that was really it. You didn't get anything in return besides maybe hoping your Double-A team can go win a Double-A championship.
Yep.
Really it. So I don't know.
Um, let's talk about the more or less deals. You got Ryan McMahon to
Yankees.
the Yankees and Gregory Soto to my Mets.
I like that for the Mets. I thought that was a really good
Need a
trade for
left-handed
you guys.
reliever. Um,
As a
Hasn't had the
Phillies,
greatest season, but with Jeremy Hefner, with the way he's developed relievers and
yeah.
pitchers,
As a Phillies fan,
McMahon.
I do think his stuff's there. He's just a little wild. So if you can develop him, make him a little better, it's a really great pick up for the Mets. But again, who knows? But I don't feel like you gave up enough for it to be a risky move at all.
It's like if you put him with runners on, there's always a risk he's gonna like walk a runner in maybe.
Yeah,
Without anybody on, he's got the stuff. So, um,
yeah. He's the guy I want in like extra innings. He'll get the strikeout, and then it's
right.
not going to get a fly out to advance and then a grounder to score him. Like
Maybe
he's going to shut it down.
I don't care if you walk the first batter of a 10th inning. Just get the next double play.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like
Not
he's
that big of a
a great
difference.
extra inning guy.
And
And
then
McMahon to the Yankees, I think was. What were your thoughts on that?
I mean, his swing is kind of built for Yankee Stadium.
It is built for the stadium. My one thing is, if you're the Yankees, is that the third baseman you're going to win a World Series with?
But is that this you if you're the Yankees, you're not gonna spend all that on a third baseman, in my opinion. I think a bigger move is coming. It's like a signal that they will be buying, but
Yeah, just getting Ahmed Rosario and McMahon. It sort of shows me that the Yankees are sort of like, let's get these small little mop up guys just to
I mean
try.
that's kind of what the Mets did last year with Jesse Winker and those kind of guys.
It did work out, but I don't know. I just feel like if you're the Yankees, I don't love your infield. You have Goldschmidt, which is great, but Chisholm, Volpe, McMahon, and then Ahmed Rosario just does not feel like it's going to cut it.
Ben Rice too.
Yeah, Ben Rice. I don't know. The infield just doesn't feel like it's good enough. We'll see. McMahon does help on defense, which they really needed.
Mm. But the one thing the Yankees have to do this deadline is trade Trent Grisham. There's no room for him in the roster right now.
No, he got to be traded. And as a Phillies fan, I'd love to make a trade for that. That would be a great player.
All right, you want to get into the predictions here? We have
Yeah,
a
let's do it.
seat of players we could talk about. We'll talk about at least 20 is my goal, but uh, you want to choose the first player to talk about, or do you want to go from top to bottom? What do you want?
Yeah, let's start out with let's go with a little reliever here who may not get traded, Mason Miller.
Mason Miller. My prediction with Mason Miller is that he will not be traded, so the Athletics is his destination on August 1st. I feel like the Athletics are going to price him way too high for some teams to go
That's
up and trade
I was
for him.
thinking. It's going to be a high price tag, but go back to so many teams need relievers. Teams may be willing to give up enough for him, especially with how long he's under contract. I don't know. My guess is same as yours. He's probably not going to get traded, but I do think there's a chance he does. Like if he
There's a
does,
chance, but I mean, the Athletics in a few years, I have a feeling they're going to be much better. Nick Kurtz is an absolute stud, by the way.
4 home game, by the way. Shout out to him.
Lawrence Butler's good. Jacob Wilson's good. I mean, they have a solid young core building. I don't think they want to mess with that right now.
Yeah, they're a team sort of like the Pirates, who they may not want to pay him in the future because he's going to get a big contract.
Right.
So you never know. But yeah, I assume he doesn't get traded, but he is a name to watch out for. A team could make a huge splash by landing him.
There's plenty of reliever needy teams out there. It's not like,
Yeah,
no one will not invest in him, but
yeah. Who you want to think?
let's go with the biggest bat probably available right now. Eugenio Suarez from Arizona. Let's talk about Gino.
I My original prediction was to the Yankees because they need a third baseman so bad.
His swing is also built for Yankee
His
Stadium.
swing at Yankee Stadium next
Hit it in
year,
the air, it's gone.
yeah, next year if he signed with them, I was like he could be rivaling Judge for 62 type
Right.
thing. But now I think it's a lot harder to know.
They're
My
not trading for Suarez. After McMahon and Rosario, there's no way.
Yeah, there's no way the Yankees take him. So I think it's a lot harder to know now. I I don't know. There's not many more teams in the running for a third baseman. So I honestly think there's a chance that the Diamondbacks don't feel like they get enough of an offer and just decide to hold on to him now. But what do you think?
Is that your prediction here?
Yeah, I think they'll hold on to him because especially if he does walk, they'll get a pretty high draft pick.
Right. Yeah, that's actually it's a pretty good point. But I think there's one or two specific teams that need a third baseman in contention. Seattle Mariners, Milwaukee Brewers.
Brewers, I think, would be if they don't hold on to him, go to him. I feel like the Mariners have sort of made their splash.
They've already made their splash. Same trade, because like if they were also going to trade for Suarez, it would have also been in the same
They
trade as
would just do the same deal. So I feel like it's hard to now go back and do another
yeah, I
deal.
think he goes to Milwaukee. Right now,
Milwaukee will
their
take
starting third baseman is Caleb Durbin. He's a really good player, has a great season, but they'll probably move him over. And yeah,
Yeah, Milwaukee could make sense. I just don't know. That team's not really been made to ever make big moves. A lot of times, just roll with the guys they need.
I mean they've been playing really good baseball, and if you play really good baseball, I guess that's what happens. And they also have an absolute stash of prospects to deal from. So
Yeah, I think it's just they have so many prospects that they could, but I don't know. I just feel like Milwaukee, if you look at historically, they never trade guys. So that's why I don't
good
know.
point.
How
All right,
about Robert Jr.? You think the White Sox will end up trading him?
Bruce Robert Jr. Yeah, I think he's a New York Met here, Nathan. I don't know. Talk about they've checked in on him since like the off season.
They have been checking in.
And the Mets also have a stash of prospects to deal from. We have
Yeah.
four big league level guys that the White Sox would be interested in Luisano Acuna, Mark Vientos, Brett Beatty, and Ronnie Mauricio. So center a
Yeah.
deal around him, and yeah, you got a deal. The Mets, we need a right-handed bat, a right-handed power bat, high upside. Is he a free agent after this year? I think he has team control too, which is
I think he has a
big.
couple team control years.
So yeah, I would love to see it, but yeah, that's my prediction right now. Uh, right-handed bat. Just make it happen.
Yeah, I don't hate it. Again, as a Mets fan, would you like getting him? Like, do you feel like
Yeah,
or he's going to be bad?
He's the reasonable price,
Yeah,
high upside. That's the most important part with these hitters.
yeah. I think the other thing you have to think about is, for me, my prediction would be maybe like the Red Sox, because with a couple more years of team control, you sort of think they may trade Jaron Duran, which I'm sure we'll get to. But say they do trade Jaron Duran, just have him in center field for the rest of this year, re-sign him to a cheaper contract as you still have team control. And the Red Sox are a team that could be good in the future, in the coming years for sure. So I think he'd just help them in the coming years.
That's an interesting point because the Red Sox do have a lot of outfielders. Wilyer Abreu, Roman Anthony, and Masataka Yoshida. But
Yeah,
Robert would definitely be a nice addition, and that also means that the Red Sox will end up trading one of those guys, which is
yeah. I
we'll
just
get
feel
to
like
that probably, but
there's a lot of talk about them trading those guys. So just to get a guy who will probably come for decently cheap because of the year he's having this year with the high upside, just seems like a good thing for the Red Sox to do this year.
good swing for over the Green Monster too. Good fly
Yeah,
ball hitter.
Green Monster guy. I don't know. That seems right to me. What do you think on other guys?
You want me to go to another guy, or you want me to keep talking about Robert?
No, go to another guy.
Um, Sandy Alcantara.
Well, I got a pretty bold prediction for this. I think
Let me hear it.
them and the Padres may just switch Cease and Alcantara.
Marlins and
Marlins and Padres.
whoa.
There has been rumors that they're both trying to get the other pitcher, and I just sort of feel like Cease has obviously been great, but I don't know. I think the Padres would think Alcantara is a step up, and he has team control. I just think the Padres would rather that than Dylan Cease, and the Marlins may think Cease can be the starting pitcher that they can start to build around.
That's an interesting prediction. So we'll actually put Cease up after we talk about Alcantara.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna go with Chicago Cubs for Sandy
Cubs would make
Alcantara.
sense too.
They need a starting pitcher, a right-handed starting pitcher, because they have Shota as their as the head of the rotation.
Lefty ace.
Uh, yep. Wrigley Field's not the best for pitchers, but Sandy, he can be a strikeout first pitcher at times, and that's what the Cubs need, and they're gonna be a division race for the whole year, so that'll be a splash for them. They also have a solid stash of prospects that the
Yeah,
Marlins are interested in.
plenty of prospects who could get it done.
All right,
Yeah,
Dylan Cease, you already gave your predictions, so I'm gonna give my prediction. Um, I think he's gonna stay a Padre. I think
yeah,
the
that could
Padres
definitely.
are too much in contention to be selling anything right now. They don't want to mess with their, rotation that they've got. They have a solid rotation. They got Cease, Michael King's gonna come back at some point. So yeah,
Yeah,
it doesn't really make sense why they would trade it unless you got an actual like massive haul in return. I wouldn't
that's
cease
where
getting traded.
that's why I was wondering Marlins just without Contra, they still get a
Au
guy
contrary, that is
here.
yeah.
The other thing I could think of, well, let's go to another starter, Mitch Keller. What do you think there?
Connections with the Mets. He had connections with the Mets, but I don't think he's gonna end up a Met.
I don't think it. He's a Met. I don't know. Though the Pirates and Mets have made some trades together before in past years.
They have. It's like Vogelback for Holderman a few years.
Yeah, there's
But
that trade worked out better for the Pirates. Uh,
yep.
but yeah, I think there's plenty of things where it's very possible for Keller to go. But I honestly think you brought up the Cubs. They need that righty ace. It would be a little weird for the Pirates to trade in their division, but I think Keller would be a great fit for them. That'd be my prediction as he goes to the Cubs. Pirates could get some great hitting prospects in return.
I'm gonna say he's a Boston Red Sox because he has like crazy team control. Crochet and Keller for in the head of the rotation for the next
Uh,
three
that
plus years.
yeah, Brian Bayo too.
Bayo, trying to think. Giolito.
Giolito.
I don't think he'll get traded. But yeah, the Red Sox are in contention even after trading Devers, which is kind of weird. But yeah,
That's a
they're
weird move.
buyers, so why not
Yeah,
go and get calories?
yeah, I don't
I mean, the
mind it.
Pirates are just they have three or two studs coming up in Bubba Chandler and Seth Hernandez, so
And Jared Jones.
Jones can come back. Yeah, it
You have
only makes sense to trade Kelly right now.
Beans, Jones, Chandler, Seth Hernandez. That rotation is absurd.
Yep.
But I don't know. I feel like the Cubs, they have that Owen, whatever, their top
Oh, and
prospect.
Casey, yeah.
Owen Casey. There's been rumors that they're planning on offering him for Keller.
That would be a great haul for just straight up like that. That I'd take that as Pirates
A couple other guys added in both ways, but that's like the basis of the trade, Keller for Casey.
for
So
sure.
that would be a really interesting one if it does happen both ways.
All right. Who should we talk about next? Let's go to let's go out to let's go out to Los Angeles, talk about Taylor Ward, because I think you'll like this one. I think he's a Philly.
I think there's a if he does get traded, and again, there's so many things of will deals get done, but if Taylor Ward is traded, he's most likely a Philly.
I think he'll be
Philly,
that's a good fit in my opinion. He
yeah,
can
I think
play
he's a great fit for the Phillies. They sort of need a good right-handed bat, which
right.
he is, and he plays the outfield, which we obviously need. We're not going to go far in the postseason with Kepler, Rojas, Marsh platoon. That's not going to do it. So I think,
Those are three bench guys right there. I mean,
well, yeah, I think so. I think Kepler would start for a lot of teams, but he's not the main guy. And I think Ward would really just help this team seem a lot better and not have as many holes. I think there hasn't been a ton of pickup on if he's going to get traded or not. But I think if he does, it's definitely would make a ton of sense for the Phillies. So that's my assumption.
you pick the next guy here. You got a lot of
Uh,
names to choose from.
Ozzy Albies.
Ozzy Albies. Oh my goodness.
I don't know if he even gets traded
I don't think
again.
he gets traded.
I doubt he
It's,
does it again. As a Phillies fan, Stott's not going to do it. Like he's
no,
not.
they're not gonna get Ozzy Albies.
I
No, I
don't know.
don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't know. I would like it. I don't know. It makes sense. The Phillies need a second baseman.
As a Mets fan, Ozzy going from the Braves to the Phillies would be the worst thing ever.
Oh,
So I don't want to watch that happen. So I'm gonna say he stays.
yeah. I think he probably stays, but it makes sense for him to go to the Phillies to me. It would be a match of we need a second baseman infield guy, and he'd do that for us. Who's your pick?
Let's go. It's a little Seth Lugo out in Kansas City.
Whew, I don't know. That's a tough one. Him to the I don't really know. Where do you think?
Starting to think Chicago's obviously a good fit, but
Chicago is going to need a starting pitcher. It's just who do they get in that, whether it be Cease, Alcon,
right.
Lugo, Keller. I think he really could go so many places because every team needs a starter.
No,
Like
got it.
teams.
Houston Astros. Their rotation's on the shelf right now. They're gonna make a pitching splash. And Seth
Astros,
Lugo is.
yeah, Astros would make a ton of sense.
It just makes sense. It's not like, you know, um, it's something expected. It's just logically, it makes sense.
Logically, it makes sense. I also don't know how much the Royals would want for him. Like, what do the Royals want? Do they want major league talent right now? Like, what do they want?
No, they obviously do not want Major League talent right now because they're not. There's no way they're contending in the next this year and probably not next year either.
Yeah, though, do you want to get Salvador Perez a ring? Like,
Well, you're not. well, that's pretty much impossible at this point. He's like 35 and you're
Yeah,
still years away from, contending.
yeah. I guess if you get some prospects or some sort of major league, not ready guys, but guys who are closer. You already have Jack Caglione, you got Bobby Witt. Like you have those guys who will be the staple in your lineup for a while.
You need pitching.
Yeah, no, that's true. You do need pitching. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Lugo's still sort of young. He could stay.
I'm pretty sure he's a free agent. I'm not sure because the Mets actually
Let me
had
look
the
it up.
contract and he signed with San Diego and then he got traded to Kansas City, I think. Or did he sign with Kansas City?
He's 35, so he's definitely older. So if you may be able to get stuff back for him because he's been so good, he is a free agent after this year.
Yeah, yeah, he's an Astro. They're
Well,
not
he is
keeping
a
him.
player option. He is a player option for
Yeah, because if you
2026.
go to Houston, he's way more likely to opt in. So you got to go get him.
Yeah, no, that's true. Houston, he's gonna opt in. Yeah, Houston's also a better pitcher's place. Uh,
Especially against lefties.
yeah, against lefty. Yeah, he's probably an Astro. That makes too much sense.
Yeah, but Kansas City is just a huge park. But
Yeah, his stats are so good that they're definitely gonna trade him with him being in a contract year. It's probably that Astros just I don't know how much they can get for him.
yeah,
He's not one of those most talked about starters that are being traded. He's one of the less talked about guys, so you never know.
I could also see Texas Rangers.
Rangers could because they need starters. It's if they think they can make the playoffs.
They're half game out right now. If not, at the time of recording, I'm pretty sure they're like tied for the last wild card spot right now.
Time out of the recording, they've been great recently, but
They've won
um,
like six of the last, or nine of the last 10 or something. It's
yeah, they
crazy
haven't
like that.
been good. I don't know. That's going to be one where this next their next 4 games before the deadline may really decide if they decide to be buyers or sellers.
Yep.
Like they may not know if they are buyers. I think Lugo does make a ton of sense. What do you think about? Let's go to the two Twins relievers, Johan Duran and Griffin Jacks.
Start with Duran.
Yeah,
I think he remains a Twin. The Twins, in my opinion, they're gonna make it so hard for other teams to get their players. They're gonna set the bar way too
they
high.
seem like the team that's just going to ask for way too much.
Yeah, it's like that one guy in fantasy who's like you're trading for like a
Yeah,
mid-level guy, and they're asking for like third and fourth round pick couple guys. Yeah, it's not
yeah.
not not happening.
They may
So,
ask for way too much. And again, that
um,
seems like they could also win sort of soon with Buxton and Correa. They're a team that in coming years isn't going to be that bad either.
Walker Jenkins coming up too.
Yeah, like that team, you may want to keep a guy like Johan Duran who has more team control.
But there's a particular team that is famous for, overpaying for things, and that's Los Angeles
That's
Dodgers.
Los
You need a
Angeles.
reliever.
They need a reliever. They're going to get somebody. It's just who do they get?
I don't think it's Duran though. I don't
I,
think the Twins will trade anyone.
I think they may trade Jacks.
Oh no! Oh yeah, you're right. You were about to talk about Jacks.
I think they'll probably trade Griffin Jacks. I think he's a guy who's either a Dodger or a Philly. It's going to be one of those two.
No, I think he's a Met.
You
I'm
think Jack Met?
not even kidding about this. I think he's a Met. I actually read this thing earlier or watched this thing earlier where Tyler McGill, a Met starter, he learned like he inspired a splitter pitch from Griffin Jacks,
Oh, wow.
who's got a good splitter, he's got a good sweeper too.
Yeah.
So
His, he has so many good pitches. Those are probably the 3 teams that are going to make a run for him. Mets obviously will work. As you said, Phillies need a reliever, at least one, probably two.
I have a good reliever that you guys will get. We'll get
We
to her in a bit, but
we can do that next. But then Dodgers are known for overpaying for guys. Griffin Jack seems like the type of guy that Dodgers would like. So I think it's Dodgers makes a lot.
all three teams have solid prospect
Oh,
depth.
yeah. There's so many guys the Phillies could give if
I mean,
needed.
like the Dodgers have one of the best farm systems in baseball, which should feel illegal, but
It feels
they do.
illegal what the Dodgers are doing right now. Shohei pitching too is just unfair.
Shohei just pitches like one inning. It's crazy because like they should. like if there was a rule that you could like bring him in again, like he starts the game, he continues the game with his bat, and he closes the game in the ninth. Like how absurd would that be?
It would be awesome. They said he's going to go 4 innings on Wednesday.
They shouldn't have him back then. That's
They
that's
have an off day
ridiculous.
the next day. Off day the next day, so he can.
Oh yeah.
That's what
It's
they
like
said.
Travis Hunter. There's no way that guy's like playing both sides of the ball that frequently. It's like
Yeah, I don't
this is
know.
the NFL. It's not like the Colorado Buffaloes.
Reports from camp though is that he's been doing incredible at both, but who knows?
Yeah, the reports will say what they want to say. It's about
Exactly. Reports are Aaron Rodgers and DK Metcalf aren't doing well, but like who knows?
yeah. Oh
But
yeah, back to the reliever that I think the Phillies will get. Ryan Helsley of the Cardinals.
Helsley really could be because I don't think he's going to have as high of an asking price as a Mason Miller, Griffin Jax, Yohan Duran, Emmanuel Clase, Cade Smith, because those guys are all younger. Helsley's older, and I feel like he fits right in with the Phillies group of older players who are really good right now, but probably are not going to be great in some of
You
the
guys
older.
have to win a World Series in the next 5 years, or else.
It's a disappointment. No,
Yeah,
you're really right.
Turner, Harper. I mean, those guys. I mean, you
Corver.
have a nice, nice Aiden Miller, Justin Crawford coming up, but
I think our
Painter
future's
too.
okay, but we need to win one right now with the guys we have.
It's it's gonna be hard with the Cubs, the Dodgers, the Mets, the
Honestly, we've shown we can beat the Dodgers, we can beat the Mets. It's honestly like the Cubs that sort of scare me. Like,
especially when you go to Wrigley.
yeah, you don't want to go Wrigley in the playoffs.
If you go to Wrigley Game 7 and it's like you don't have your ace on the mound, you're probably gonna lose.
You're probably going to lose. So if you're going Philly game 7, you're probably going to lose.
Yeah,
But it's just, I think Philly and Chicago both have such good atmospheres that would be an awesome World Series.
the
But
Mets too.
Phillies fan, yeah,
Don't count the Mets atmosphere out. That was fun last year, but
that was that was a fun atmosphere last
the
year.
Dodgers were just the better team last year. I mean, turn the
Yeah,
page.
Dodgers were so good.
They're probably
They're,
gonna win the series again. I mean, when they're healthy, it's
it's
not.
really unfair.
Yeah.
This deadline's mostly pitchers, but do you think Harrison Bader's back to being a Met?
Harrison Bader will not be back to being a Met. I think he will be San Diego. No, let me take that back. Uh, no, he might be a Dodger.
Be a Dodger.
The more
That
I think about it, it makes more sense.
makes so much sense. He'd be an upgrade. That he just seems like he fits the energy and the vibe of that team. I could see him going back to the Mets.
If you don't get Robert, yeah.
If you don't get Robert, I think he's a Met.
Our center field situation is unacceptable. Tyrone Taylor and Jose Siri
Sounds like the Phillies.
with what Johan Ross and Brandon
Brandon.
Marsh.
Phillies and Mets are honestly in very similar spots. Both needing relievers and both needing an outfielder.
Yeah, and a
Uh,
right-handed bat, right? You know,
yeah. Well, hopefully the outfielder's a right-handed bat, preferably. But
like Bader, but yeah, I think he's a Dodger. Um,
makes sense. He fits the vibe of that. So I will say the Twins are sort of like a similar vibe to the Dodgers, which is just sort of why it still makes sense.
yeah, I mean,
So who
they're
knows?
so weird, bro. Like
Yeah,
every year they do something strange.
the Twins.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like you don't even think about the Twins for like 2 months, and all of a sudden they just pop up, and
it's.
like something weird happens.
I feel like every year they have a win streak of like 10 straight games.
Yeah, and they're still covering around 500 because that's
Yeah,
just what the Twins do.
and then you have like a Byron Buxton cycle.
Yeah.
Like that's why they've been in the news this year, honestly.
Oh, what else do we got here? Oh yeah, we should definitely talk about Marcelo Ozuna. If you wanna,
One of the biggest guys at this deadline for a team that needs a right-handed bat.
they
Mets.
can't play defense. I know the perfect team, and that is the Texas Rangers.
Yeah. Again, it's how they do in the coming weeks. I haven't really felt like how they looked that they're buyers.
I think the
But
Rangers are buyers. I mean, this team just won a World Series 2 years ago, and it's the same core.
yeah, no, it's true. Though Adolis Garcia is a changed man.
He's been playing well, man.
He has been okay recently, but I don't know. He just
Steelers
doesn't.
been absolutely mashing. Simeon is back.
He's been crazy.
Wyatt Langford's great. And,
Obviously, now that you say that, it actually make a lot of sense for Ozuna to go. He sort of fits the team.
But the only way Ozuna has no trade clause.
Yeah, he'd have to decline it, but wouldn't he want to get out of Atlanta and go to a contender?
Yes, because it's pretty much the exact same ballpark, but better situation.
Yeah, dude. Have you seen the stats of that ballpark hitting wise?
No, wait, is it just the chop house splits and
No, the Rangers in Global Life Field have been absolutely. They don't know why, but expected slugging, expected all the expected stats. It's been so much worse, and they don't know why. It's like air in that stadium or what?
That's weird because it's a dome stadium, so why not change it that much?
But it seems like nobody's been hitting the ball as hard as they should, and there's been so much less offense. But I feel like Marcell Ozuna would like to go to a contender like that. And if I'm him, I'd say yes to this. It's just better for your next contract, next everything for him.
I'd say yes to pretty much any place in Atlanta. I'm getting out of the division of Phillies and Mets.
Get out of Atlanta, go someplace where you have a chance. And I don't think Atlanta is a great place to play. No offense to anybody in Atlanta, but like, just their fans aren't as energetic. It just seems like not the best place to play.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'd probably be accepting most trades for my no trade clause, but you never know. Jaron Duran.
Red Sox.
Staying.
Yeah.
You think he's staying?
He's staying. That's probably the second and third best hitter park in the league. Red Sox are going to be contending this year. And he's I don't see him going anywhere else, to be honest. I don't see any other team wanting him other than like San Diego.
And the Phillies.
Yeah, you're right.
I think we take him. I don't know if Red Sox like what we give him, but like.
No, you guys have a stash.
As a Phillies fan, I'd give up McGable and another lower level prospect for him because I think he would help the team that much, and he's under more team control.
Right. Yeah.
He's a younger guy. He go with that core of Crawford, Miller, Painter.
He had such a good season last year.
Yeah.
He was probably one of the best outfield seasons last year, which is amazing.
There was MVP conversations about him last year, early in the year.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think he's in a little bit of a slump so far this year, but I feel like a change of scenery would help him. I hope
that Devers trade helped everybody.
Yeah,
it helped the Red Sox and helped Giants. So.
Yeah, that was actually sort of a win-win trade. I think it hurt the Red Sox fans, but that was about it.
Yeah.
Help the Yankees fans.
Well, the Yankees haven't been very good either. So.
No, they haven't been good. But they at least enjoyed the Devers trade away.
Yeah. Let's do a little Merrill Kelly next.
Merrill Kelly.
Probably the most consistent pitcher in baseball this year.
He really is. And I think the biggest problem with him is how old he is.
Is he that old?
He's like 37. Check me on that, but I think
36. You're right.
Yeah. So he's not going to get that big of a contract, which also means the Diamondbacks aren't going to get a big pick for him, so they're probably not going to want much in return.
He's going to get traded no matter what. I mean,
he's going to get traded no matter what. I think Cubs.
I'm going Blue Jays. The Blue Jays don't have a very good farm. They're not going to give it like Savage and those top guys.
Yeah.
They'll still get him. I mean, the Blue Jays have the best record in baseball. Like if you went back in time to March and you told me that, I wouldn't believe you. Because
I would, yeah. Honestly, it would fit because they're not going to give up much for him. But at the same time, I don't know if the Blue Jays even feel like they need to make a splash because they have enough. If you go to a bigger market team, Cubs obviously need a pitcher. Even the Brewers may need a guy. Like, those area teams could give away one of their lower level prospects that's them nothing, but the Diamondbacks may still want it. So you never know.
3.22 ERA with a 1.06 WHIP. That's pretty.
The WHIP's incredible.
That's pretty good stuff.
You're really right. You want to do another little package reliever here? David Bednar, Dennis Santana.
David O. Dennis Santana gives me like he was on the Mets in like 2023, I think.
Was
He was so bad. Like search up Dennis Santana, like Mets ERA or something.
Let me look it up. I'm going to his baseball reference page here. He's arbitration eligible next year, so you have automatically another year with him.
Not necessarily automatically, but
Not automatically,
but most likely, yeah.
most likely he'll get a cheaper arbitration year. Let's see.
I know where David Bednar is going. He's a Detroit Tiger.
Bednar's Tiger.
Yep.
It would make too much sense. With the Mets in 2023, 5.91 ERA.
Yep. We DFA'd him. He went to the Yankees.
Yeah, then he went to the Yankees in 2024. Rated a 6.26 ERA. And then he went to the Pirates, he had a 2.44 ERA. And now in 2025, he's at a 1.42 ERA.
Yeah, that's how things work, right?
Pirates can figure it out. They can develop guys, but then once their money gets too much, he's gone. Right now, this offseason.
Dennis Santana, who needs a reliever right now? It's contending.
All the relievers sort of come back to the Phillies and Mets.
Dodgers. I think the Dodgers are getting him.
Dodgers get him.
He's exactly the type of person that would be on the Dodgers.
He is. Seems like also, yeah, he's the Dodgers. Like, Dodgers makes sense. The stuff's there. He also has never had Tommy John. He'll probably sign with Dodgers and then have to get Tommy.
I mean, all pitchers probably are at risk for Tommy John right now.
Yeah, it just seems like everybody goes to the Dodgers and then has to get Tommy John. Like, every time.
That's what people are scared Paul Skeens will do.
Yeah.
Sign a big contract, get Tommy John, you know?
Pirates trade him, gets Tommy John. Like, I don't know, it seems like the Pirates have never really had a guy to get Tommy John. Teams should start figuring out what they're doing. They can develop pitchers so well, and their arms are usually pretty healthy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Dodgers just have such bad injury luck that their relievers seem so good, and here they are looking for a reliever.
Mm-hmm.
So, you never
do a few more here.
Yeah, you want to do two more? One each?
Yeah, I'm going to select Edward Cabrera, because he's a good pitcher.
Another Marlin. I feel like, again, this could be a Blue Jay type guy.
I'm going to the AL East. I'm going to go to the Yankees.
Yankees, yeah, you never know. I feel like
I think he's team control too. That'll help him out. I think he would be a slightly high asking price because the Marlins just need as many prospects as they can get.
Marlins are going to ask for as much as they can.
It's going to be like one of those like 2K challenges where you try to acquire every single draft pick.
Yeah, that's the Marlins. Edward Cabrera is arbitration eligible next year, but he's not free agent eligible until 2029.
Exactly. 9. Oh. The Marlins are he's gone, first of all.
I don't know if he gets traded, though.
Is he young? Edward Cabrera?
He's 27.
It's 27.
I can see him traded, keeping him with how much more team control he has.
I mean, him, Thomas White, and what's that? Eri Perez.
Yeah, Eri Perez. And like looking at him, it's not even like he's pitched that many. His stuff's just so good. So like, I don't know. His stats have just gone better and better, really. So I just keep him. Like, he's still improving. He's going to be on your team for so long. I'd personally keep him.
Let's just talk about how the Marlins are so good this year. They have 50 wins.
Yeah. I don't know. The Marlins seem to just some years just don't surprise you.
Remember in 2023 when they made the playoffs?
Wild card, but that was absurd.
They played good guys.
They played us. We annihilated them.
Was that the Stock Grand Slam?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Stock Grand Slam. Yeah.
It was a 2-game series. Like, we won the first two, and that was it.
That was Luis Ariz like 350 year.
Yeah, that was
Jazz Chisholm, I think,
was
was
going crazy. Chisholm was there. So now without those guys, it's absurd that they're still this good.
Kyle Stowers has been just, I don't know.
That could he get traded?
Could he get traded? No, because he was a prospect. A few. That's pretty much the equivalent of trading a prospect.
Yeah, I don't know. That's one where
If you're 20, like 5 and over, and you have like a little less control, you're gone. If you're in on the Marlins.
yeah, no, it's true. Stowers is 24,
Yep, you're staying.
and he's under team control until 2030.
Yeah,
He's
it's like mental math, you know? Like,
yeah,
you can
I
calculate in your
think
head who you're going to keep in trade.
yeah, I think him and Guerrero both stay, but Alcantara's probably gone, and any player any other team wants probably gone. It's just right. But you know, last guy I'm gonna go to is Ryan O'Hearn.
Ryan O'Hearn has been extremely good.
Extremely good. I also bring him up because he's been in a lot of rumors for the Phillies. I don't know if that's where he ends up going.
No, that's definitely not, because you already have the DH and first baseman. So there wouldn't really be any room for O'Hearn. He was also in the rumors for the Mets, but Jesse Winker's coming back. So.
I just don't feel like I heard rumors for Phillies and Mets, and it just doesn't make much sense to me to go to either of those teams.
Did we go back to Houston here, Nathan?
Houston seems like they're going to make a splash.
Yeah, I think he's an Astro. You need a left-handed bat.
Or a Ranger.
Rangers, if they don't get Marcell Ozuna.
If they don't get Ozuna, I can see O'Hearn going to the Rangers. Let's see here. I think Rangers would also make a ton of sense for him.
I think the Astros, they don't have a deep prospect stash.
No. They don't.
Astros make it tough. So if they pull off these two moves with Lugo and O'Hearn, they will probably have zero prospects remaining.
They're going to have no prospects, but you're the Astros. Do you care?
Do I care?
And also,
actually, you just trade Kyle Tucker.
Yeah, you Tucker.
You got Cam Smith back, who's a stud, by the way.
Yeah, you're not trading Cam Smith.
You got Jeremy Pena is a good young player. You have
Pena,
Yainer Diaz is a good young player. You have
young. I think they have enough young guys that they don't really worry.
Yeah, you're right.
That's me. I'm not worried about it. I'm like, okay, that's fine.
And the Astros are like, you don't have to develop everybody, because people are also going to sign them because of the profit boxes.
Yeah, everybody wants to sign. Even a 1-year deal just pad their stats.
Yeah.
It's too tempting to play in Houston that, and they have enough money that they can just go get free agents.
Did you see the Nick Kurtz home runs? Barely left the bat and it was out of here. I'm like, no way that's gone.
It seems like they didn't even hit it well. But you never know. That's well, we're going to do an episode pretty much after the trade deadline for everybody watching or listening, wherever you are on YouTube. Please subscribe to us, give us a like, comment anything you want us to talk about. We'll try to get it in. Everybody listening on Spotify, we thank you. And then Instagram, for those of you just watching a clip on Instagram or YouTube Shorts, we would love if you guys check out the full episode on YouTube or Spotify. Thank you guys for listening to episode 3 of the Princeton Playbook, where we
stay tuned for episode 4. I think next week's a good episode to talk about some NFL as training camp starts to wrap up, preseason starts to come into play. I think we should do like a schedule predict or a standings prediction or a full season prediction. I think that would be fun.
NFL season awards predictions, and then maybe we just go through, spend half the time on that and half the time on how our predictions did this episode and what actually happened at the MLB trade deadline.
For sure, yeah. Stay tuned for that, and thank you for listening, everyone.
Yeah, thank you.